really cool video here. Beavercraft Tools was nice enough to send me 2 items to use, just to check out. And I've never had an Adze before, so I was very excited to try one. I'm looking at it right now, and I can see that it's a little rough. The edge is right there, a little sharp, which doesn't really matter. There were some other things with it. Maybe I'll show that on another video, a complete review, but we're just using it and checking it out here. And I'm just flattening a nice piece of basswood with the hewing hatchet. Let's zip through this. Zip on through. Zip, 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 zip. Alright. Now, I have no idea what I'm doing, really. I haven't watched many videos in a while of people using adzes, so I'm really feeling this out here. But this is the sweet spot. You got to go from this. You got to start from the sides, at least with this one. It's not the sharpest adze. It didn't come super sharp, but it's good enough. I stropped it for like a, minute or something, and it's serviceable. Nothing too bad about it. I mean, you might be scared with how close my thumb is right there, but that's completely fine. I'm at an angle. You see how quick that happened? I already have a bowl. I mean, if you were in the woods and you wanted to make a spoon, you could make a spoon in a minute and eat with it. Very quick. It's pretty impressive, honestly, how quickly I just made a little divot. Yeah, I'm really not understanding how to do this, as you can see. I didn't know how to use an adze. So it'll look a little rough in this video, but if you pair this with a hook knife, you could have a smooth bowl in a very, very short amount of time. So Beavercraft Tools makes pretty affordable items. A lot of their carving knives are really inexpensive and basically entry level, and I really like that because this is how I started out. I started with a Beavercraft gouge and a Beavercraft carving knife. Now I've gotten a little more high price stuff, but it's just great to be able to start and learn with something that is very low cost and low risk. So yeah, I'm getting this bowl a little deeper. Trying to figure out how to use it. This helped with smoothing. I was pretty surprised. I could make it pretty smooth if I really concentrated on it. Yeah, let's see. Okay, soon I gotta use the fro to split this in half. Now, if you were doing this in the woods, you'd have a hatchet, you'd have the adze, and maybe you'd have a knife or a hook knife. You could use the hook knife as a knife as well, so you don't really need to bring a sloyd. And really, you don't need it. You could only use the adze. You could just use the adze, and you could have a utensil to eat with. I mean, really, I wanted to see how rough I could do this and how quick I could do this. I still didn't exactly do things as quick as I could, but I was pretty damn impressed with how quick a spoon or a bowl would come out. I mean, the adze makes it so much faster. It's pretty crazy. Now I really get why I wanted one so badly. I haven't done as much utensil carving in maybe the last year and a half, but I was pretty into it before. And I have a little tool roll and everything, But yeah, you can see I'm really not, I have no plan. I'm just making this kind of quickly and roughly. And yeah, it's not, I'm pretty impressed, honestly. I'm pretty impressed. Now, this is basswood, and it's a little green. I'd say it was drying for maybe 5 months. So it's not perfect. And it was thick, but I'd say it's probably 25 to 30 on the moisture content range, which isn't perfect. You want it to be as wet as possible. You want it to be as green as possible, but basswood's very soft, so it's not like it's an issue. And you'll see on the Drawknife, I think it's called the DK1S. If that's wrong, I'll have to put that into both will be in the description. Basically, all I had to do to get these was use them on video and put the links in the description so you guys can buy them if you want. The Drawknife is around $25, $24, and the Adze is anywhere from 70 to 80 bucks, and I think right now it's $75. So that's a pretty good deal. I was looking up Adzes because I was interested. What's the cheapest Adze? This isn't the cheapest Adze, but it has a brand behind it, and not many other really cheap Adzes do. Usually an Adze is, 100 or more. So this is a pretty cost-effective Adze, and if you're not used to sharpening an Adze, or if you're not comfortable doing that kind of thing, I would suggest buying a cheaper one so you could practice. And I might reset the bevel on the Drawknife, or I call it a pushknife. I think I could make the Adze a little sharper, but I don't think I'm gonna try to like make a new primary bevel on it. I know I'm talking about the Drawknife, but you'll see that in a little. That has straight handles. That's why I call it a pushknife. And both of these tools I've never used before, the Adze and the pushknife. So I was pretty awkward, and I didn't feel very comfortable in some situations. But just a little bit of practice, since I've done a lot of Drawknife work with regular draw knives and a lot of hatchet work, it didn't take too long for me to kind of get a usable technique with each tool. So this is pretty much the first time using it. Yeah, this is the first time using an Adze. I never made a bowl before this, so I kind of like did a couple of swings into a flat surface just to like cut a corner, actually, like to chamfer a corner with the Adze. So this is the first time actually making a bowl with the Adze. And yeah, I'm trying to like use it as like a gouge right there. As you can see, I couldn't really figure out how to get leverage on it. This is what it turned out to be. Kind of a scooping cut I tried to do. Scooping. Yeah, it's a fun little thing. I'll tell you something. Water soup tastes a lot better when you make the spoon. Really good. Yeah, so the handle on the Adze isn't exactly fit perfectly, but the wedge job was done pretty well. I will say that. It has a cool little brass pin in there too, or step wedge. So here's the Drawknife, and I'm using it like a push knife because that's what I think these are actually for. This is such a cheap. You cannot really buy cheap Drawknife, so this is a good option if you're just getting started. You can see how I'm using it. I'm feeling a little weird about it. But yeah, I think that it's best for this kind of end grain stuff that's hard to work on. This is essentially working on end grain. You're just going diagonally into it. This is the part where you thin the end of your spoon bowl. And it's not always the easiest. Sometimes I'll use a spoke shave, but that's after you already have it shaped a little bit. With this, you can literally shape it, and very quickly. It's pretty impressive. I tried to use it bevel down, and that didn't really work. I'm thinking maybe I have to reset this primary bevel. It's a little weird. I don't know. But although I will say it does dig in really deep sometimes, and then I am like stuck, and I have to either decide to go through or try to stop and try to go the other way into the grain. But yeah, that cut was good. But this one, yeah, that was good too. But watch what I do here. Oh, what? Uh-oh. What are we doing? Oh, I know what we're doing. We're ruining a spoon. So yeah, this video is how to make us a quick spoon and then how to ruin a quick spoon. I don't know why I kept going. It was fun though. I didn't think I would use this spoon, but yeah, you could see I was pulling so hard on the Drawknife I almost ripped the vise off, and this is just attached with wooden nails. So it's been coming up loose a lot lately. I might have to replace that specific wooden nail. That's the wooden nail that takes the most punishment, because that's where I pull the other way. Anyway, really cool that Beavercraft did this for me. sent me some tools, just out of the blue. And I'm very grateful for that, getting to try these new implements that I've never I've never even seen them in person. So awesome that I got to try a bowl carving adze.
Perfect.
And this push knife, and I'm pretty happy with them. For the price, these are pretty good deals. And then you can always modify them to your liking, which I might do on the Drawknife.